Yeah, hi. Let's see, you line her up to the semi-cardinal. Is you kind of go in. She attacks, because their attack is different now. Whoa, now she's in rage mode. This is the bad part. Hello, everyone. My name is Adreden. Let's, do this. Dear friend, the wasteland can be an unforgiving place. Found you naked and left for dead with no supplies. Looks like you crossed the Duke in a bad way, and you could use some help. Enclosed is a short guide to help you survive. If you complete it, we just might take in a new citizen. The White River Settlement. It's real. It's safe. Peace be with you, friend. Thanks, Noah. And then we just have to start a quest. So guys, I hope you enjoyed the Alpha 18 preview weekend. And you guys are all joining me in playing a game here. Now I'm thinking I'm going to do this as a playthrough that is nomadic. I'm not necessarily going to do it all like every single day because it's experimental and I just want to be nomadic and just explore things, and we'll do whatever the heck we want for the most part. Other than, you know, we're not going to cheat stuff in or anything. We're just going to do this. Man, there is so much information. This is why I'm thinking I'm focusing more on information and tutorials and such this alpha. So yeah, anyways, here it goes. I was doing that because, you know, we have to get through our quests, right? And I know there's a lot of really boring stuff right at the beginning here, but I did want to go through this with you guys just because there's slight changes. And if you didn't see my video on new things in Alpha 18, which I did before Alpha 18 came out, and I didn't necessarily have all the information in it, and new stuff has come to light. It's, you know, been quite interesting to me. Anyhow, so we do this, and hopefully we'll get a lot of these done real quick. Gather 2 small stones. Yeah, see, by just looking around real quick, you can do all this stuff pretty darn quick here. This note talks about the Duke, like he just, I don't know, apparently you didn't pay him, and that's why he sort of gave you retrograde amnesia. That was good times. Thank the Duke. Okay, and then we have this. I always put my band-aid in number 2. Can of chili. I have no superstitions with it. The torch is an alright weapon to start off with. Look for yourself some rocks at this point. And oh, there's a bird's nest. Bird's nest are actually kind of tricky to find. They don't always give a whole lot of stuff either. So, for those of you who played Alpha 17 and didn't really like how the stamina worked, they totally, to say they totally rebalanced, it's actually a little bit of a, not quite truth. They did a lot of rebalancing on it, and it is better. The way the whole progression works is different, and so you don't necessarily want to go crazy when you're like attacking a zombie, but it's because they're kind of scary, which is an interesting way they have it set. You know, there's lots of things that are easier because there's fewer zombies, but on the next side of things, like the zombies themselves are a little bit harder to deal with. So yeah, I'm just gonna pick up a few more rocks because we're gonna need them for a future one. Okay, yeah, I've already collected, like I said, a bunch of these up, but this will be the next stage here. This is one of those interesting changes they did. Instead of having to craft every single piece of the fiber clothing, you only really need the pants and the shirts, so get some pants, you animal. So there we go. And I do believe, though, there is other plant fiber stuff. Yeah, there's totally other plant fiber stuff. You just don't need it right off the bat. So that's one of the, I don't know, that's a welcome change to me. It clears things up. If you see gore, man, just like in Alpha 17, after they added it back in, get it. You're gonna need the rotten meat and the tallow for torches, the rotten meat for farming. If you want to get into farming, it's up to you. The nitrate, of course, for various things, right? Like gunpowder, antibiotics, and yeah, the farm plots. So it's lots of good stuff there. Where are we at here? Gather wood. I saw a tree right there. Good. This is another welcome change after that we'll talk about is this wood block thing, but here's the wood club. It's actually a pretty terrible weapon now. It's really hard to use. But, you know, that's how it is. Taser baton. That's probably my favorite club at the moment. I haven't gotten to the baseball bat yet, but soon, I imagine soon. Okay, gather wood. All right. So it looks like we need to, we'll just hack some of these ones down. Did I hit this one up? Bird's nests, man, they are tricky to see in this biome. If I haven't been training for years, I would probably be pretty bad off, but I've always had enough arrows for myself and my particular playstyle because it's just so weird. Should just go smack a tree. There we go. Craft the bow. Now this is one of those changes where you only have to craft one arrow to just, like, you know, I guess it's just sort of to remind people that what you need here is to do that. I'll just hit that up. And I believe the next is the wood frame, so I'm just going to start chopping wood. Yeah. Beautiful. So it's only one now instead of three, so you don't need to, like, you start you're putting 3 blocks down, which is like a weird number, less than a base that you need, like, to build a base. But yeah, and then you can just upgrade that sucker. Next, of course, is the campfire, which means we're going to need some more rocks. So rocks have definitely changed in this. Over there you can see that there's a node of, I believe that was lead, but I could be wrong. Yeah, I think that's lead. Bam, lead. Yeah, so those ones underneath you'll find a vein of lead that you can mine, but that's not for right now. Okay, campfire, craft. And I'm going to just hack a few more just so that I can keep going and build myself another one later on. That good? Great. Maybe 2 or 3 more. And then we're just going to place this randomly somewhere here, because that's what we got to do. Bam! So that's that. So now we have 5 points. And I recommend doing this like really quick, because I've played a bit already with having not had those points, and it's not really that easy. So let's hit up our menu here. I don't necessarily want to tell you how to play. I'm gonna play this in a very Adreden-y way. So if you're new to the channel and you don't really know how I play, you'll be seeing it pretty quick. I don't generally do perception stuff. I do like the spears though. I won't go into what issues I have with their progression system. I'll probably go into that when I do modding and recreate my mod. The previous one was Adreden. I don't know if I'm going to keep the name or do something different. But anyways, yeah, I'm not entirely thrilled that this is over here, because I don't like the shotgun. I don't necessarily like the speed of the sledgehammer, but you know, that's for a whole different thing. What I've been doing for now is picking up things like the sexual Tyrannosaurus. We'll get that one in. The pummel peat is pretty good because it helps with the clubs, which is something you get pretty early. This Master Chef one, man, it is pretty good. I don't know that it's the first perk I'd buy, because I mean, you're going to be going in there. I would say this healing factor is pretty nice, because the desert is the best place to get stuff. You know, for healing, like the aloe and whatnot. It's pretty good. But then, yeah, after this, like yeah, that's all about punching. I'm also not a fan of this. I don't know. It's just not my thing. Anyhow. And I think I'm going to take some of this. Yeah, my build doesn't really work with their sort of thing, because I like things from all over the place, right? Like I like parkour, I like the cardio, the pain tolerance, and a lot of the ones from this. My build that I've used for years is all over the place, so it's not really encompassed by their particular system. Okay, anyhow, let's get going here. So yeah, I'm sure everybody's seen the beginning of this particular thing many times now. If you have been watching this stream, if you were one of the people who decided to not watch anything about Alpha 18 because you wanted to keep it all nice and new for yourself, and then maybe you're catching this after you've played for a few hours, then welcome. For day one, yeah, definitely the priority is get some stuff. I didn't really want to do this as a full-on tutorial, so I'm not gonna. But I am going to, you know, talk about all the things that I've noticed so far, and probably when we go into the full version, will I do something more in depth. Crafting water is different, obviously, for those who have played a bit. You know that tin cans no longer get you the ability to boil water. That looks like a fridge. This looks like it's a kitchen. I'm not a fan of the dungeon POIs, and so I don't really obey their rules. So if you're someone who really likes that, then this may not be for you. Because, you know, I always like just figuring out how to get things like a normal person would. Okay, this is not the kitchen. I don't really want to wake up too many zombies, because it's kind of a bugger. Yeah, and how. So, I find that searching for what you need during the beginning was a little bit easier for me. Just sort of doing some quick, like, I don't know, smash and grabs, essentially. Oh, duct tape. Definitely grab that one. The sooner you can build, I would say, some cloth. Well, bandages are definitely good. But so we should definitely get bandages, because bandages are super important. But if you can get some armor going, then do it, like, as quickly as you can. Which is why it is nice to get into one of these guys here. Oh boy. And find yourself some things like that. I'm gonna put my polymers and broken glass in there because I just don't want that, and I don't really give a crap about the Duke. Yeah, I don't know if you can read this yet. It seems like it's either, like, it doesn't seem readable, so I'm just gonna get rid of it. Since we have fewer zombies spawning, I don't actually even want that. I'm just going to do a quick little search here of things. If I can, I might take these for fuel. I might just GTFO if I have to, because I'm not committed to taking this place over. So it seems like a remnant POI, meaning that it's not got much in it. I'm gonna destroy these pretty much immediately, just because I'm gonna get the cloth. I really found that having bandages helps, and having some armor helps, because having armor reduces the chance of bleeding. Oh, and everything is repaired by repair kits. Repair kits are the thing. So that's why I also said breaking down any gore blocks you find is, like, almost essential, because you need to get a lot of bones, and you're gonna have to get a lot of jars, which there are a lot of jars, which will turn into glue in the campfire to start off with, and chem station later. Craft, and then from there you're going to want to make duct tape for the repair kits. So it's a pretty crazy thing here. Recipes, bandages. Oh, I should have made a splint, but that's okay. Splints are important too. We'll take that and wear this guy. Yeah, so the only thing you can eat is, like, canned foods. Whoa, I figured something bad was going to happen in this room. Okay, great. These, I believe, give you, like, 5 leather or something. Okay, a little bit of leather. Okay, so I may just take this place over. It seems pretty chill, so this is where I'll probably spend some of my time here. So yeah, like I said, I am going to gore with 1 bullet casing. That's so lovely. Ah, we will need this. That is going to be super important. If you can get honey, also, that is an important one. Because if your infection is not too high, you can cure that. Don't you dare. With a little bit of honey. Spread some honey on it. It'll be fine. So. I gotta go eat some rocks, apparently. Ooh. So unfortunately, we need to actually find a rock. And don't pass up the nests. There's one. So, repair. So yeah, I'm not gonna make probably really, really long videos for this early stuff. I don't know, we'll see exactly. And I want to keep the video editing to a minimum, because like I said, I want to do a lot more tutorials and such. And so, yeah, that's kind of how I'm going to go. I didn't search this area, so... Ground is not collapsed underneath me, so that's good. Grab ourselves some water, scrap that down. I might as well store some stuff in here, because, like, why not? Rotting flesh, some of that. We'll keep this shed as sort of a nice little thing here. I'm going to leave one of those in here. I don't really only need one. You can eat your food if you need to. Bandages are important. We'll keep those. Yeah, great. So, not much in here. I really wish they would make it so that you could make those storage. I did that in my mod, and I don't know. It just seems nicer to be able to transform them into something you can use. Okay, so let's go in here. I'm gonna keep collecting a lot of this junk up. Yeah, so we'll end up Jesus. Going through and collecting a lot of stuff here, but yeah, I'm also skipping over a bunch of stuff until we get to a full release, because I just don't feel like it is necessary to do everything in this particular one, and I'll be covering a more detailed thing, you know, everything more in more detail later. This is weird. Why is the closet like this? That is one weird closet. I guess they just forgot to do it the right way? I don't know. Steroids, get ripped, lift heavy things. Alright, let's scrap that down. I should probably make some shoes and stuff, but I'm not going to go over a lot of that crap. I know people like me breaking things, so grab those painkillers. That's going to be super useful. Okay, we'll crack that safe later and grab this. This will probably end up having us fall down. Yeah, if you haven't been watching anything about Alpha 17, you should know that you don't necessarily need to buy things as skills anymore. Oh man, the sniper book is right there. Just let me read it. These are pretty cool pool tables. I can't play though. There's no mini game for that yet. Hopefully someone will mod that in. Didn't put it on my list of things to mod, but you never know. Maybe I'll get bored one day. So anyhow, I have a couple bandages, but I do also want some like leg armor and stuff, because it's just really important to have some of these basics covered. And you can modify them pretty easily, and crafting little pockets is pretty simple. We'll probably get to that, I don't know, in an episode or two. I will probably break all this down after. I don't see it being totally necessary. Oh, some nice boots. We'll just quickly explore this, and I don't know. We'll see. I'll show you how to quickly, I guess, make it a little bit of a fortified little unit here, and then after that I'll probably spend the rest of the day gathering some wood and rock so that I have stuff to play with. Nice little piles and stuff. Whoa, really? Well, you know, I'll give it a build. I'll give it a try. I mean, I've had one before and didn't really like it. That was not in this alpha. I just sort of just not into them. So anyway, I'll keep breaking all this stuff down probably during the night and make myself enough bandages and armor to help myself out, because zombies get you to bleed fairly regularly now, which is a pain. It doesn't necessarily hurt as much, like it does. It's pretty bad, but put myself right like that. There we go. And yeah, I'll fill in these with some kind of block, but what I would recommend is taking a look at your stairs and probably, oh, we gotta repair that guy again. Breaking down this guy and like those ones, right? So that there's enough space here that no zombie can jump up it. And that will help out your nightlife pretty extensively there, because no zombies will be able to chew on you. Now, zombie spawns have been reduced. You probably know that if you have been watching stuff, but if not, then, you know, there you go. One of the things from here, what I generally do is go ladders, craft maybe 3 of them. Yeah, so we go, that's enough, 2 is enough. I always leave a gap here, and the reason for that is that the zombies can jump high enough usually to get, if there's only one rung, they can just get over that, but I jump up here and just do that. Now, if you have trouble jumping up here, there's a couple things to look out for. If you're jumping and hitting this part of the ladder, you won't be able to get up. If you have jumped up, hit the space bar, you fall down, and that usually disengages the grabbing on mechanism, which makes it all of a pretty bit of a problem for you. Sometimes you'll be able to get back on it, and other times you won't. So let's see, now hopefully I'll have my grab turned off. Yeah, it is turned off. So right, so now generally if you do a double jump, you'll be able to get back on there. Anyhow, it's tricky, but hit the spacebar twice and you'll usually re-engage that grab. Yeah, so overall I am liking the challenge of Alpha 18. I don't necessarily like the overall direction of the Fun Pimps with dumbing down everything, but that is for probably another video. If you tell me what you guys think in the comments. I mean, you know, I'm always interested in this stuff. That's why like pretty much every modder makes the game more interesting, because I don't know, it just gives you other things to do. But I don't know, we'll go into technical details of that some other time. I'm going to disassemble the door here. And that pretty much makes the house creaky but safe. So, I was pretty lucky, didn't find too many bad creatures. Yeah, beyond that, I think I'll probably just hit up a number of things. Wolves are kind of scary, cougars are scary. Yeah, so like I said, there are new animals. I would actually, and probably recommend one of the first things you do also before we go is craft yourself a spear. Like this. Anyhow guys, if you enjoyed this episode, hit that like button. If you are new to the channel and want to learn more about 7 Days to Die, hit the subscribe button, and yeah, I will see you guys in another video. Oh yeah, spear. Good times. I'm gonna go attack this guy over here because he just happens to be there. Oh yeah, watch out for rage mode. If you make him angry, this can make a problem for you. I don't know if this guy's gonna do it. It's kind of at random. Oh yeah, another tip. Oh, there's his rage mode. There's his rage mode. What I tend to do now, because their attacking is so much different, we find another one? Biome spawns have been turned down, so they're pretty rare. At least at first. If I was fighting something, what I would do here, we're going to use this guy here as a sample here. Oh, there's actually a real one. Hey there, Darlene. Yeah, hi. Let's see, you line her up to the semi-cardinal. Is you kind of go in, she attacks, because their attack is different now. Whoa, now she's in rage mode. This is the bad part. Just keep jabbing her. It doesn't really show you a good example here. Stop raging! You're rage-a-hall. This works better, I would say, for like the club, right? It's to show you what I'm talking about here. As you go in, she swings way earlier, so you just let her swing, then you go in for a second attack. It's like you go in, back up, go in, and actually attack. That would be my recommended way of fighting now. Anyhow, guys, I will see you in another video. It'll probably won't be day 2. It may not be, it may be day 7 for all I know. Who knows? We're just going to take this, depending, because I would plan on just playing the heck out of this before anything else. Okay. Finally now. Bye-bye!